I just want to be somebody's girlfriend, somebody's wife, somebody's something. I deserve to be happy too. Why the can I be happy?
Well, there's only one thing to do here. Yeah, it's a sad case here. This is probably what's going to happen most likely to these women who claim they can be all bad and independent, they can do bad all by themselves without a man. The women that like to claim they can live a happy life without a man and don't really want a relationship. Meanwhile, when winter hits, they're going to be over here cuddled up in their blankets with their hot chocolate, crying, being a hopeless romantic, wanting a relationship, wanting love. Just thinking to themselves, why couldn't they find a good man? Meanwhile, they won't compromise, they won't be submissive, they won't even be considerate of the desires of the men that they want. Eek. It's beyond me. Well, what's good, everybody? So, been a minute, alright? Haven't made some long form, see what I mean? Long form content in a minute, alright? And we're going to be getting into the basis of women, feminine energy, and love. Because we are going to be analyzing a video by a man here who basically is saying that men or women can't love. I know. Listen. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Never heard of this before in my life. Women don't have the capability to love? We're going to get to the basis of this, alright? But before we get into this, I need you to hit that like button, alright? You're a new viewer here, hit that subscribe button as well, and that notification button so that you'll get no more content like this. Excuse my tongue tying, I just woke up. Egregious. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
A woman cannot love you. I'm just going to say it like that. A woman cannot love you. Yes, she says she loves you or she's in love with you, but the fact of the matter is that she does not love you because, first of all, she's confused about what love truly is. She's emotion-based. She's feelings-based. So she feels you. She doesn't love you. She has feelings for you. When love is not a feeling or an emotion, love is pure intent carried out. So love is a way of life. It is a mindset, not an emotion set. And so this is what makes women so high maintenance, is because they're emotion-based beings. Everything is about their feelings and their emotions. It's not about logic or rationality. It's not about things adding up and making sense. Like for a man, he's logical and rational. So everything has to make sense and add up. But for her, it doesn't. All she needs is for her feelings to be fulfilled and met. And then that's when she feels like everything adds up and makes sense. So this is why she's high maintenance, because you have to always be doing work on her or maintenance on her emotions to keep them at optimal levels so that she will feel like she's in love. Because otherwise, she will plummet in that area and no longer think she's in love with you, and she will jump ship, which is what happens all the time.
All the time. Lord have mercy. And you're wearing a Yoda shirt, you are doing Yoda a disservice. Ignorance, you are. Terrible impersonation, I know. I was looking at the comment section when I found this video, and one of the comments was like, he outside her house, isn't he? Because what level of hurt do you have to be in to make a video like this of saying because women are typically more emotional than they are logical, that they are incapable of love? That I've never heard that before in my life. So because men are typically more logical based than emotional based, that means they're more capable of love? That don't make sense either. Now the man said that love is centered around mindset. It's not about necessarily how you feel, it's more so about what you know. I would say that love is both how you feel along with what you know. Now, I'm not saying you should center love around feelings, because you could be fed up with somebody that you love. You could be very mad with somebody that you love, but you know that you're in it to win it with this person. You know that no matter what the outcome may be concerning your relationship or your art. Now, unconditional love happens both for men and for women. However, with the manosphere, they try to create this narrative that because women are emotional beings, that they only have love with conditions. I feel like people typically should have love with conditions. But genuine unconditional love can happen on both ends. And that's very rare for men and women to individually or intimately have individual, undeniable, unconditional love for one another. Right? This sense of unmerited favor or grace to where you are able to give a man or a woman space to make mistakes, to have shortcomings, to not be able to have it all together and still love them and value them for who they are. This man here tries to create a narrative that because women are emotional based beings, that they're going to be all over the place, and that a man has to try and mold her and basically reinvent her to love, as if she doesn't have a mind of her own, as if she doesn't have the capability or the capacity to love, when the divine traits of divine femininity is grace, is mercy, is love. They always say that nobody can love you unconditionally like a mother's love. If you're going to say there's no greater love than your mother, and she's a woman, how can you then in reverse say that a woman can't love you? That don't make sense. If a woman can have unconditional love for her child, I've seen women put up with a lot of mess with a man. A lot. I've seen women put up with men who cheat, men who ain't really got it all the way together, men who don't know how to express his emotions, men who, talk to her wrong and all these type of things. We could go on and on, the list goes on, and yet she's still gonna stick by him. Yeah, that's mine. I'm gonna stick it through.
This is your man.
Yes,
Look at the screen.
that's mine. And
And
I'm gonna stick beside him.
that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
So don't come here and try to create this, and I hate to use the word, but patriarchal conception that a woman is not up to parch mentally with trying to love, with having the capability or the skill or the trait to love. I don't understand that. I don't know what level of hurt a man has to go through to have the trauma response of concluding that women don't know how to love, and that a woman is so quick to jump ship as soon as she doesn't feel like the relationship is going anywhere, or she ain't feeling like she's out of the honeymoon phase, or she want a man to do something for her in the relationship and he ain't doing it. Listen, I've seen a lot of women put up with a lot of stuff. I've seen women also help a man get on his feet. I've seen women stick it through by and by, personally and virtually. I've seen it happen. To sit here and tell me that a woman doesn't know how to love, when I could listen to Miss Minnie, loving you is and everything that I do comes from loving you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Come on. With all my heart, I love you, baby. Stay with me, 'cause I believe all sweet love. Give me a break. Women know how to love. It's just you, sir. I don't know what woman out there hurt you for you to say that a woman doesn't know how to love. If we're really going to look at love, I've seen unconditional love both from men and women. Okay? I could pull out the greats with love with the men too. And it goes far beyond songs. Okay? I'm talking about sacrifice. Fellas, can I just say there's no greater love than the love of a black woman. Yes, the love and the care, the compassion, the unmerited favor, the mercy, the grace of a divine, feminine black woman is astounding. And you may not have been introduced to this because of your upbringing, because of your mother, because of past relationships, because of trauma. But it's out there, and it's available, and it's closer than you think. So when you listen to this message, don't immediately think that because she's a black woman, baby, that she's not capable of loving you, of being feminine, of being submissive, and valuing who you are as a black man. She's out there. You just need the eye to see it. She's the most feminine one out there. There's women on both ends who have had to sacrifice, who really know how to stick it through with a man. I've seen it. So it's just ironic he got free words of wisdom. He ain't pulling out the wisdom. It ain't there. It's just not there. I don't know where he's getting at with all this. You know? It's like this man I just saw earlier. He was saying like women with the biggest hearts, somehow, some way, women with the biggest hearts always attract the most stressful type of men.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Women with the biggest hearts attract the most draining, difficult, disrespectful, disloyal men in the motherfucking world. I'm just trying to tell you, for sure, free game.
What? Let's fix those words, shall we? Women with the most big hearts attract the most drainful and stressful men. Everybody attracts everybody. So it's all about who you entertain. So let's not say that women with the most big hearts attract the most stressful men. Let's say that women who have big hearts may entertain the most drainful and most stressful men. Some women who have big hearts are more likely to entertain the most drainful and most stressful. Just because you have a big heart does not mean that you have the capacity to understand how to preserve that love and that care that you have, that you can bring to somebody. Some people who have a big heart don't know what it means to preserve that love for somebody who actually needs that type of love, who actually will value that type of love and reciprocate it back to you. You should never be in a position where you are loving somebody and valuing somebody and honoring them more than they are to you in a relationship. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's a marriage, whatever the case is, boyfriend, girlfriend, there should never be a time in the relationship where you feel like you are putting in more investment, you're putting in more time, you're putting in more attention, you're putting in more sacrifice or love or attention than the other person. Yeah, essentially, men like this, I just really feel like y'all got to get it together. Y'all got to do your own personal individual shadow work or therapy or whatever the case is. Just work on yourself, because to have the assumption that women don't know how to love, and yet the women in your life or your mother, they get a pass, it just don't make sense. No adult. Maybe you even talking about your mother as well. You might be projecting based off of what you seen with her in relationships or y'all personal relationships. They ain't got nothing to do with moi. Okay? But personally, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. Y'all make sure y'all like that video. Alright? Check out this video because you don't want to miss that one as well. Alright? Because we definitely was dropping knowledge in that one. Till next time. We out.
Does not love you, because first of all, she's confused about what love truly is. And so this is what makes women so high maintenance, is because they're emotion-based beings.